Welcome back to Mock the Mock, where we take a look at someone else's mock draft. And I'm mocking, giving you my views, thoughts, and opinions. Today we're looking at the GOAT, the guru, the genesis of draft content in Mel Kiper Jr. He's got a 2-rounder for us to take a look at, so we will. But what's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy Broshmo, just in case you did not know. So go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. Leave this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let's have that nice, beautiful, sensual football discourse. Yeah, I said it. Anywho, position rankings start probably tomorrow. That's the idea. That's what I'm thinking. So, yeah, be on the look for that. That'll be out tomorrow. And let's go ahead, get in here, do the gosh darn diggity thing, as it will shock me if the first pick isn't Aiden Hutchinson. He said he includes a trade here. We know the trade happened to the first pick, but I am gonna maybe the Travon Walker hype around pick 1. Apparently, it's not all just smoke. It's not all just mirrors, but it is indeed Aiden Hutchinson. He's the odds-on favorite right now, and I get it. You're number 1. Draft the best player in the draft. And the Detroit Lions go with, Ahmad Sauce Gardner. I mean, I think it's not a bad pick. I ain't gonna lie. Like, let's be honest. Like, the jury's still out on Jeffrey Okudah. You have Amani Ariawari. You got a couple of other guys there, but again, with so much volatile, like the quarterback position, so volatile in terms of production, that having a good, talented, deep group of corners isn't always a bad thing. It's not a bad option. So if they want to go that way, kind of cool with it. Like I said, Detroit's gonna have an interesting pick here at 2. We'll see. I mean, there's just a load of options. The Houston Texans take Travon Walker. I don't think anyone outside the organization really knows what the Texans will do in round 1. Play it. Again, I'm in the, hey, give Davis Mills help group. You got like 3 banger offensive tackle prospects. Go with one of those. Grab a receiver at 13. That's kind of the plan for me. But if I get it, I mean, you're not really competing for much of anything next year. Or at least you're not a serious contender. So I think, yeah, if you want to go with the guy with upside, that's also not a wrong avenue to go. F4, KT, Kayvon Thibodeau. It's also not out of the question for them to take a receiver here. I've been saying that. But I do like them. I like it better. See, this is the thing. If I'm the Jets, I like the idea of taking a receiver at 10, because I mean, the immense talent you have available here in KT, Evan Neal, Ike Ekwonu, if you want to include Kyle Hamill into that, maybe Derek Stingley, who's technically still on the board. Sauce could potentially be at this point if he doesn't get picked before that. So, yeah, man, I mean, I get why not to pick a receiver at 4, just because the talent there at 10 is just going to be not that great. Gojo, we're not even at KC yet, bro. He's just sitting there peeking out my curtains with his stupid little smile. Oh, dude, Gojo. Then Akila's just chilling in the hallway, just enjoying the tile. So, yeah, that's kind of my take. Like, you're going to miss out on so much good talent at 4 outside of the receiver position. If you wait to take a receiver at 10, you might, like, maybe one receiver goes ahead of you. But, like, if you're waiting to take any, like, maybe an offensive line or edge prospect at 10, likely likely the top 3 OTs are off the board. The edges you're picking from are like maybe Jermaine Johnson, who they might be in on, or George Karlaftis. So it's like, I don't know. I'd rather take KT and then maybe like at 10 if Garrett Wilson's there, or consider Jameson Williams or Drake London. There we go. Kem Ikwanu, first tackle off the board. This one's a bit interesting. He just, at the end of the day, it's just he has Ikwanu over Neal slightly. So he says it's tough to go wrong with either. I agree. Regardless, this pick should be offensive line. Excuse me. Carolina Panthers, Malik Willis. Uh-oh. Are we going to see a Kenny Pickett fall? That'll be interesting. Doesn't Carolina coach Matt Rule have to swing on a quarterback here? The Panthers don't have a second or third round picks. Rule will enter the season on the hot seat, and this is his chance to buy some time. Again, dude, there's nothing like drafting a quarterback to buy you time. Just let me develop this guy. But, I mean, I feel like if you're the Panthers organization, you could be like, you know what? We'll probably bring in another coach. We want to develop this guy. But, hey, thanks. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Matt Rule's in a tough spot. It really depends who's making the decision there. I've seen so many people give so many different answers. I don't think anyone knows who's making the decision. I see in the comments, oh, this guy, oh, that guy, oh, this guy, oh, that guy. And it's like, I don't think any of y'all really know. I think it's gonna come down to really Tapper. I said Taper. There's Jermaine Johnson going to the Giants. I think Jermaine Johnson's getting a legit top 10 hype. So him to the Giants here ain't too bad. Start him now. Like, he's a bit more pro ready than you would say maybe a Trevon Walker. It's a good pick. I don't know what else to say. Here goes Garrett Wilson. Dude, Garrett Wilson's legit. Garrett Wilson is legit. They need to add receivers. I don't know why. I don't know why some Atlanta fans are like, oh man, I hate taking a receiver at 8. Why? You have no receivers. Your best receiver is kind of a running back as well, Cordero Patterson. Or technically, he's Kyle Pitts, your tight end. You need more talent at receiver. Garrett Wilson is exactly that. All right, Seahawks take Evan Neal. This is a banger pick. Not much to talk about here. Dwayne Brown and Brandon Shell have yet to unsign. At least I'm pretty sure Shell is yet to re-sign. Here's Drake London at 10. Like I said, this is just a better predicament, I think, for the Jets. A better way to go about it. Take whoever's the top guy on your board at 4 and then circle back to receiver at 10. Or you could even try to move up to get a receiver. So I honestly, I think this is the better call here. So yeah, they get Drake London. I like him. His pro day's tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. Washington Commanders, they take Kyle Hamilton. I'm kind of curious what Mel has to say about this one. Hamilton has been deemed a little bit because of his 40 time, which was a 4.59 at the combine, a little slower as pro day. He's a fantastic player, but he doesn't have rare physical tools, which means he could fall out of the top 10. I would want him on my team. 6'4". He can play multiple positions, center fielder to box. I could say he could also play on the outside. Like, I'm telling you, man, his skill set's kind of wild. He would make plays for Washington's defense that disappointed in 2021. Darn right they did. There are rumors that they're high on Olave, but Olave has literally been making the rounds to every team. Like, I think he's met with teams, I think he's met with the Eagles a couple of times. No, he's been here with Washington. Excuse me for a sec. Oh, man, I think I need that X-Clear. They're not even a sponsor. Oh, beautiful. That's the good stuff. So, Yeah, if I'm watching, I might be tempted to trade down, but I don't mind taking Kyle Hamilton. Might not, like, you could use him in a variety of ways. So that's like the appeal, the versatility. All right, Derek Seeley going to the Vikings. Yeah. I'm on board with this. If you think Patrick Peterson and was it Shadon Sullivan and Cameron Dantzler are gonna make your like, oh, that's a fine cornerback room. You're wrong. You're just wrong. Sorry. Not sorry. Sorry. If they do want to go receiver here too, I think that's fine. But I mean, Jameson Williams is a sexy picker. I ain't gonna lie. See who Texas take. I thought they might take Jameson Williams. Charles Cross still on the board. It's pretty good. So they're able to get Travon Walker, and they end up with Cross. So maybe they go receiver in the second round. That's right, we get a second round, so I better pick up the pace. Baltimore Ravens, Trent McDuffie. Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, when I look at the depth chart, though, I see quarterback depth is an issue. What? I mean, yes, I like McDuffie's versatility. And, like, he's got a plus skill set, but I don't think he's a press guy, so he's not going to be playing too much on the outside. I don't know. This one's an interesting. Well, like, in terms of this system, he wouldn't be playing too much on the outside. Then again, I mean, they did something a bit similar with Marlon Humphrey, but he was kind of a different animal coming out of Alabama. Oh, that is good. This one's an interesting one. I'll let y'all chat about that in the comments. See what the Eagles do. Chris Olave. Yo, straight up. I was just saying, dude. He's met with the Eagles quite a bit. They've thrown, what's-his-face, Jalen Reagor on the trading market, so makes sense. New Orleans Saints, Trevor Penning. A lot of people think they moved up ahead of the Chargers so they could take a tackle. At least that would make sense. Penning immediately fill in a left tackle. Like, he could obviously get better in pass protection, but you know from a physical and athletic standpoint, the tools are there. Chargers, Jordan Davis. This is another one that's like, you could probably pencil this one in if depending on who goes off the board. Like, then again, Jameson Williams here is kind of sexy. But I do get, like, grabbing Jordan Davis gives you a phenomenal run defender with a little upside from pass rushing standpoint. So yeah, I think that's fine. Nakobe Dean going to the Eagles. He says, I have Devin Lloyd just ahead of Dean in my rankings, but there are other teams that will fall in love with Dean's intangibles. Ooh. Fun fact, neither of them are my linebacker one. I mean, I don't know. Like, the Eagles are weird. I mean, they brought in White from the Chargers. I don't think that really changes. Hey, you could probably get better at linebacker, but I don't know if that's something they're going to do in the first round, because obviously they haven't done it in the first round in like 40 years. So maybe in a day two that's more filled out with a lot of linebackers, maybe they go in the second round with a linebacker. We'll see. That's at least my anticipation. Has Tyrann Mathieu signed yet? Oh, he still hasn't signed anywhere? That's interesting. Thought he was with the Eagles already. Looks like the Steelers are making a strong push. New Orleans Saints, Jameson Williams, picture perfect. This is a beautiful scenario. They get Penning, they get Williams. It's an ideal first round. Kenny Pickett going to the Steelers. I'd feel much more comfortable taking Pickett here than I would in the top 10. I do agree, but I don't like me personally. I still won't take Pickett till day 2, but I mean that's me. If you're higher on him, then okay, yeah, go for it. But yeah, if you're the Steelers, I mean, you're kind of built to win now, right? I mean, yeah, you could get a little bit better in the secondary, but that offense is it's close to. You have an up and coming good offensive line with good parts like James Daniels just added this year. Corafor looked better down the stretch. Kevin Dotson's pretty solid. So there's parts. There's parts. The New England Patriots take Devin Lloyd straight up. Like, I think this one makes sense. Deontay Hightower, I think that's a good comp for what to expect from Devin Lloyd in this defense if they were to go linebacker. That's kind of like what I'd expect him to do. So I do like Devin Lloyd here for the Patriots. Christian Watson going to the Packers with this first pick. There could be a run on wide receivers in the 20s. By the way, have we seen Chris Olave yet? I don't know. I mean, it's no secret. You're kind of better with upside here. I mean, Christian Watson's literally kind of like MVS. Like, the ball skills, they're fine enough. Like, I would say they're better. Obviously, they're better than MVS, but it's kind of the same skill set. He's a big guy that's kind of a vertical threat. Ooh, Treylon Burks. Oh, he wasn't kidding. I forgot Burks was still on the board. Going to the Cardinals here. He is the AJ Green replacement, essentially. I mean, if you think about it, DeAndre Hopkins is the only guy that really has a route tree at this point. They go Burks. You got Rondale Moore. I mean, Rondale Moore is obviously a guy you usually want to get the ball in his hands immediately, but Burks is going to be kind of treat him the same way. I don't know, man. I think Burks is more of a mismatch nightmare than a potential like number 1 in the NFL. Kind of like what DK Metcalf is we saw, like, you know, it's not like he's a consistent threat each game, but you have to keep aware because all he needs is one play. You know, he is that type of mismatch nightmare. What you got in your mouth, brah? Show it to me. Show it to me, Gojo. All right, you suspicious puppy. But that's kind of how I feel about Burks. Dallas Cowboys, Arnold Ebiketie. Ooh, I haven't seen Ebiketie in a first-round mock in quite a bit. By the way, here's the thumbnail. I'd like to point that out. I mean, they brought in Dante Fowler, but I really think this pick is probably offensive line. Just because Jerry Jones says, hey, we got to get better on the offensive line, and he's going to be really considerate at pick 24, so we'll see. We'll see. Chiefs aren't up yet, bro. Sorry. All right, Buffalo Bills. Daxton Hill. Oh, this is interesting. Here, let me just move this sucker down real quick. There we go. Okay. Let's see. He might be a slot corner if he ends up in Buffalo, which loss. Well, Levi Wallace isn't a slot corner. Taron Johnson's there, slot. I don't know about this one. Jahan Dotson going to the Titans. I think that's a good fit. Yeah, I don't know. Like Linderbaum could be a really good pick, but it really depends on how you feel about him playing guard in the NFL. I'm kind of unsure about it. But Jahan Dotson, dude's solid number 2. Is very explosive. Pairing him up with A.J. Brown and Woods would be solid. Very good. Devontae Wyatt, good pickup here. Not really much to talk about. He would really be the Sue replacement. Dude's explosive. He's good to start now. I like him. Green Bay Packers go Zion Johnson. I mean, this is one I've been mocking at actually pick 22. Because I think it makes a ton of sense. With how versatile Zion Johnson can be, you can kind of put him anywhere. I think it's just kind of an obvious pick. An obvious guy they might try to, like, go after in this draft. There goes Andrew Booth. He's a bit interested. I don't know if he's necessarily... Like, he played in a zone-heavy scheme with there at Clemson, but I think he's got the ability to be a good man corner. Like, he has that ability to mirror receivers. Press will be interested. Like, we saw him going against, like, him against more physical type of receivers. He kind of struggled, so there is that, but I don't mind Booth here. I might be more willing to take Elam, though, but I think either or. There's George Karlaftis. No wide receiver. I don't think they have to go wide receiver. They really don't. But I think going defense heavy, solid. Take shots on the defense, especially the defensive line. Like, they've yet to bring back Melvin. Oh, no, the Dolphins brought in Melvin Ingram, right? Sorry, I'm just... Oh, it was just a visit? Well, suffering succotash. But I do understand them going after. Like, Karlaftis would be, like... He kind of fits the Spag mold. I guess Boye Mafe would be in there, too. But, yeah, Karlaftis, it'll be interesting to see where he goes in the draft. Here's a trade. So the Jets move up for a center? I guess so. So they move up, get Tyler Linderbaum. That's very interesting. I don't know if I have much thought on that. Guess you could move McGovern? No, not even. You're just chucking McGovern at that point. That's interesting. Lewis Satan going to Detroit with this last pick. As we know, they could get better at the safety position next to Tracy Walker. All right, let's roll through these next picks. Kenyon Green, what the flip? I mean, they got Sheriff and they got Ben Barch. So I don't know why you go with Kenyon Green, because Barch showed some promise. I get that Sheriff sometimes is hurt, but I don't know, man. That one's a bit interesting to me. David Ajabo, Detroit, they get a guy that's probably going to have to redshirt next season. So I get it. The upside's there. Cincinnati ends up trading down, getting Kyrie Elam. Pretty solid. I think he would probably be the consideration for that pick at 31 if they stuck there. Jalen Pitre. Wow, man. Giants can't get away from loving slot corners. They got Darnay Holmes. They got, what is it? Who was the guy they drafted at USC last year? Or not USC. Central Florida. Let's go with Giants roster. Yeah, because they also got Julian Love, who could play in the slot. You could say the same thing about Xavier McKinley there at the safety position. Obviously, if you draft Pitre, he's the guy that's going to be doing that. And we know they're trying to move on from James Bradbury. Not necessarily move on, but the contract's kind of hefty. So who do you move to the outside with them? Like, who's the guy that they drafted? Oh, Aaron Robinson. That's who. I mean, they do have Rondarius Williams, too. But do you really want to start either of those guys on the outside? Maybe Darnay Holmes, because the guy's kind of a physical specimen. I mean, it's a good player. If you can make it work, make it work. Jaquan Brisker. Ooh, this is interesting. I mean, yeah, if you're just going out grabbing good players, I'd be willing to go take a shot at receiver. But okay. Breece Hall, you paired him up with Michael Carter. It makes sense. It just makes sense. Kyler Gordon, first pick here. The Bears get to pair Jalen Johnson up with hopefully maybe not initially, but eventually another good number 2. Seattle Seahawks. They go Desmond Ridder. Listen, Seahawks. If I'm the Seahawks, I get it. It's probably great value here, but nah, you know what is great value? I can't deny that because I'm a bit higher than pick 40 on Desmond Ridder. So you are going with upside, and there is no one with, there's no position that has bigger upside for your roster than quarterback. So guess that's true. Quay Walker. Okay. Get him to play mid. Even Brooks could play middle. Play Mike. Either or. Bernhard Raimann. Dude, freaking someone hated on me for having the Colts take him. I'm trying to think if it was in this. Which, was it the live stream mock or was it the last Friday's mock? I can't remember, but they hated it, and I was like, well, screw you, it's a good pick. Yeah, so I like this. He could come in and challenge a left tackle. There's Boye Mafe going to the Falcons. They're literally, their pass rush is atrocious. Travis Jones, pencil it in. If he's available, this is a good pick. Get Meteor on the defensive line, get a good run defender. Shannon Tyndall is very interesting. He's a bit rangy. He's a very good blitzer, which that kind of fits what the Ravens like to do. They like to send those blitzes, so it's an interesting thought. Perion Winfrey, they just keep loading up the defense here. So now they got Winfrey, who would be more of that like 3 to 5 tech. Kind of be a gap penetrator for him. So not bad. I like that. All right, here we go. We got George Pickens paired up with Scary Terry. Get Carson Wentz weapons, and hopefully he'll use them. Chicago Bears take Tyler Smith. This is I don't mind this pickup. Like, it's good. He probably starts right tackle, I imagine. Or maybe even left guard, depending on who's going to be center next year. It's going to be Cody Whitehair. But if you're the Bears, you're really kind of hoping to come out with a receiver. So, I don't know. There goes Matt Crowd of the Saints. So, enjoy, Saints fans. There goes Sky Moore. I was about to say, man, I was like, Sky Moore's still on the board, man. He just kind of falls. I don't know if that's exactly what happens. I think he goes a little higher than this, but I guess we'll see. Drake Jackson, pretty solid pick here for the Eagles. He'll probably be your kind of like a designated pass rush only, at least early on in his career. And then maybe shed a couple of contracts next year, and maybe he's a starter. Or after next year. Pittsburgh Steelers, John Mechie. Steelers do love them day 2 wide receivers. So he would literally come in and, I guess, be the slot guy. We're there with Deontay and Claypool on the outside. All right. Well, I guess they did lose also James Walker, not just Juju. So, Alec Pierce going to the Packers. They went with... This is literally... You're getting a guy that fills a similar role to Christian Watson. I'm not too wild about this. I'm just going to say that. I'm not too wild about it. New England Patriots, Logan Hall. They do like these kind of weird tweener players sometimes. I'm not this high on Hall, but I get it. A lot of the NFL guys or other analysts, they're really big on Logan Hall being maybe a top 50 prospect. I think he might be top 75 for me, but top 50 is a bit rich for me. Arizona Cardinals, Roger McCreary. They like these guys, man. I mean, I think getting corners is definitely necessary if you're the Cardinals. You got Marco Wilson. You have Byron Murphy. That's about it. Oh, Gojo, you missed out on your picks. You want to come over here, bud? You missed out on the Chiefs. So they just picked up Sky Moore in the second round. They had don't worry, I got you. George Karlaftis and Andrew Booth. So you like those picks? Huh? Are you a fan? Is that a yes? Okay. All right. Maybe I'll bring you back for the next Kansas City pick. All right. Abraham Lucas is a hell of a pick for the Cowboys. He is literally an immediate like right tackle. Like I think he can play left if you really want him to, but I think he plays right tackle. Terrence Steele, you probably kick to the left side. Be like, oh, we got Tyron Smith there. Well, he's sure to get beat up. So, if anything, maybe move Steele to left guard, and then if injury arises, then kick him out to left tackle. Kenneth Walker, hey, running back. Just seems to make sense for the Bills here. Troy Anderson. Ooh, that's interesting. So this is a guy, I mean, I don't know if you start him. I don't think you start him early because it's kind of a sloppy tackler, but yeah, he flies all over the field. If you're kind of like, if you kind of want to just get him reps, then hey, that's a-okay. Throw him out there, but he is going to give up some plays on the ground. Big fan, dude. Dude's a great athlete. Ooh, Myjah Sanders. This is a bit early for me, just how tough of a off-season draft process it's been for him. I thought Myjah Sanders, he's a good run defender, which, to be fair, he kind of played out of position there in Cincinnati. He's very interested, like, three-man front. But coming in, weighing 228 at the combine, he got back up to 247 because he had a stomach bug. But as far as I can see, I didn't see him redo any of the drills. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I think this is a bit rich for him. Cole Strange. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Cole Strange is tested out like a freak. Looked good at the Senior Bowl, so not too bad. Dude's got a wealth of experience. Cam Taylor Britt. Oh, they're getting a hitter. I like this. This is kind of this is different than well, I guess it's not so much different as what they've been trying to do at corner. I mean, they brought in Richard Sherman a few years ago, so Cam Taylor Britt, he brings that same type of nasty, dude. It's nice to see him starting to get a little bit more buzz, man. This is the first time I've seen him in the second round. Hey, Gojo. No, he's gone. Let's see what the Chiefs do. They double up at receiver. I don't like it. I don't like it. I like Jalen Tolbert. I don't like it. I don't like this. I just don't. Greg Dulcich. Going to the Bengals. Yeah, I guess you do replace CJ Uzomah, but Drew Sample's been pretty solid, and they also brought Hayden Hurst in, so. Oh, is this the first tight end taken? Dude, Trey McBride's kind of that guy, right? Did we not see him go? Yeah, I don't think he's gone yet. That's wild. Oh, there goes Trey McBride. What the flip? McBride is more advanced as a pass catcher than Dulcich, which is what the Broncos need. Okay, but why won't he go at 63? Because it would be fair to say Dulcich, all he has is what he can do from a receiving standpoint. He may be a willing blocker, but he's not always the most successful blocker, opposed to McBride, which that's not an issue for him. It makes no sense why you would take Dulcich over McBride. I don't know. I mean, hey, good pick for Denver, but you let me know. what you think. Not as many linebackers, I guess, went off the board in the second. I guess. Well, that's not true. We saw Quay Walker, Tyndall, and oh yeah, Trevor. No, not Trevor. Troy Anderson. So no Muma, no Christian Harris. So those are a couple of interesting guys. No Leo Chanel. So I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. That's it for the video. Go ahead, do that YouTube thing. But as always, until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.